making out, I guess. It's not
What does that mean, making out?
like
Mom's not going to judge. We're
like-
just getting it out.
long kisses, like not like
Has he touched you on top of your clothes?
just wearing clothes, like, so nothing like intrusive. Like I wear my clothes.
Mom, he's touched her on top of the clothes.
I'm okay with touching on top of the clothes. I'd like to see the clothes left on at all times.
I'll tell you right now, she's not going to talk to you. She'll never tell you the truth until she's pregnant and, Mom, I'm married for 5 years and I had sex with my husband and I'm pregnant. She's not going to tell you. I could just tell. She doesn't feel safe enough. Roland lies to his friends, and says he's having sex.
Wow.
So he can feel comfortable.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that peer pressure is so strong, but I'm glad to know that because I want to be able to give him what he needs, and if he tells me what he thinks I want to hear, then I can't try to support him. So I'm glad, as much as I was like ready to fall out of my chair, especially the part about when he wants to talk about sex, he talks to his friends.
Mom, I hang out with my friends all the time. Like, they always with me. You never see me without my friends, right? So if I have something on my mind, who I'm gonna talk to first?
But you know what? If you know that they're not having sex, how can they answer your questions?
I don't know if they're having sex or not, because I'm lying about it. I don't know if they're lying about it.
I want you to have real answers to your questions. So then I know.
What are your questions?
My question is like how sex feels, how it feels when you stick it in, all that. But I'm just saying.
Well, that's probably a legitimate question. I hate to hear it so wrong.
Why would I ask? Why would I ask my mom about that though?
Okay, you know what? Your dad lives in California, and if you're not comfortable talking to your dad, I know.
Talk to me.
Talk to somebody.
It
There's
feels
gotta be-
awful. It feels like fire and damnation. It feels like nails hitting your skin with a hammer. And then after that, you just go blind.
Up next, where are your kids learning about safe sex?
I saw it on TV one time, on BET one time.
On BET. So we're talking about when and how do you talk to your kids about sex. Before the break, Roland was very curious and very honest and wanted to know what sex felt like when you do something, when a boy does something to a girl. And I answered you very funnily. Of course, that's not the truth. You know that's not the truth.
Yeah.
We were joking. But what else do you want to know? We're having the talk right now, Roland.
Well, I just wanted to know, like, how you put a condom on and stuff, like, or how you, is it an upside down, inside out, I don't know.
Didn't they teach you that in all of the...
Well, they taught me how, they just showed us it at school, like...
On a banana?
Nah, I saw
Cucumber?
that. They didn't even put it on nothing
A tape.
at school.
They just used the condom.
I saw it on TV one time, on BET one time.
On BET?
It was like a sex thing.
But you've been in a lot of sex education classes. You've been in the abstinence training, and we've talked about
I know, but they don't do, like, actual stuff on... Well, they show you the condom, they show how it don't protect everything. Well, I ain't been messing with them or anything, but...
Obviously not,
Yeah.
which is a good thing.
Yeah.
I can tell you haven't.
So you're just curious. You're not planning on using them anytime soon, are you?
No, I'm just asking them about it. How do they use it? And sometimes I just test my friends. and
Okay,
see if
stop
they
right
want
now. Stop right now. Now we're going to get real honest, okay?
Okay.
So you've taken the abstinence thing, and the abstinence oath,
Yes.
and said you're going to wait.
Yes.
But you still want to know how a condom works,
Well,
and you
I
want to
just-
know what sex feels like.
I want to know about everything. Like, see what I'm missing out of, because they always talking about it. It's not like that I'm going to do it, because I'm going to wait. Because my mom, I don't want to disappoint her or anything.
But why is it about your mom? What about you? Let's talk about you. What do you think is right?
I think what's right is just, well, everything I do to make my mom happy. Because she don't think I got in my life right now.
I'm not sure. You say you do it to make your mom happy. Does that make you feel a little conflicted, Mom? That he's doing things just for you as opposed to
I want him to understand that it's for his life, that he would avoid having an unwanted pregnancy, that he won't get chlamydia, HIV, gonorrhea, or syphilis. What I'm teaching you is for your life to be good.
Because if he gets mad at you one day because teenagers get mad, he'll be like, I'm going out.
So are you doing it for you, or just you got to be doing this for you? I'm doing things to help you be successful.
I mean, STDs, anything. I don't want none of that icky stuff. I don't want my thing turning green or nothing.
But are you doing it for you?
I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for me and you, Ma. Let's put it like that.
Okay. Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Yeah, I've had girlfriends.
And then do they ever want more from you?
That's when I cut them off.
Mom, you're having a heart attack. Why are you having such a heart attack over here?
Because it only takes one time, and you could have your son come home and say, Mom, I got somebody pregnant. And then we've been going, you know how we're Christians, and we don't want this just to be in vain, just for me to get up here and sound like I'm on a soapbox. I want children to know that they can have their goals reached. They can reach their goals if they avoid pitfalls. And so that's why I preach abstinence. And to other parents, no offense to you at all, and I understand your plight, but if we can shoot for the top, and if they get somewhere close, it's better than having a baby in high school. And some of you said you experienced that. You don't want that for her.
No, I don't.
So let's keep pushing it. Even if they made the mistake, we can say, okay, you did that once. Let's find some other ways we can structure your time. I want him to have children and be happy and be able to teach them that they're not just doing it to please mom. They're doing it so they can have a good life. I want him to have a good life.
Kids get a lot of their sex information from friends, the internet, pop culture, their parents, their own experiences. But we wanted to see if the kids here know the facts that can literally save lives, which is what Charlotte's talking about. We had them meet with adolescent sex health expert Dr. Debbie Herbenick, who asked them questions about sex that she felt were age appropriate.
And it's all about sex. What are sperm?
What or what?
The other side of the baby, like with the guys stuff.
Some icky stuff that comes out of you? Out of a boy?
I was gonna say out of me?
No, I think out of a boy, I'm not sure.
Okay. What does STD stand for?
Sexually transmitted disease.
And what's chlamydia?
Chlamydia. I don't know.
Oh, it's a sexually transmitted disease for a girl.
Okay, and do you guys get it too?
I don't know.
And what's HPV?
Oh, I've never heard of that before.
What would happen if you got HIV?
I don't know.
Do you know the name of the condition that it causes? How do people get HIV?
Anal sex.
But can you get it from oral sex?
Yes, I think so. I don't know.
If your partner has an STD, then you can see it.
True.
True. True.
Is someone still a virgin if they only have oral sex?
Is that a true or false?
Can you repeat that?
True. Technically, you're not, but to a lot of people, they think that they are.
I give you all a collective F. Chal, what do you think, Dr. Debbie?
You know, it's really tough because kids don't get a lot of information about sex from school or from their parents, and certainly not accurate information from their friends, even though some of them thought they were getting great information from their friends. So overall, I think one of the most shocking things for me was that almost none of them knew about HIV. Almost none of them knew that it caused AIDS or how serious it was. They didn't know how they could prevent HIV. They didn't know what chlamydia was, and they didn't know what HPV was, even though chlamydia and HPV are two of the most common sexually transmissible infections, especially that affect 15 to 19-year-olds. They also sometimes thought that, you know, they couldn't get pregnant if a girl was on her period, and there's no safe day.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, there's a lot of good information out there, and parents can be a great resource, and schools often are not covering it, especially abstinence-based programs.
And that's why it's so important for the parents to not just rely on what the schools are or are not doing. We'll be right back. should you talk to your kids about sex? How much should you tell them? We've heard from moms who are dealing with giving the talk to their 11 to 15-year-olds, all right? So this is like teens and tweens. But what if your kids are as young as 3 or 5 or 7 or 8 and they're asking you very sexy questions that you do not know how to handle? Jennifer, in addition to you having Leandra, who is, how old is she again? 15?
She's 15.
15. You also have a 9-year-old.
Isis.
Isis.
Yes.
Have you been talking to Isis about sex in any way?
Yes. She knows where babies come from. She is only the second youngest out of 6. So she's got a lot of older brothers and sisters and then a younger brother.
And she hears them.
She hears them.
Do you feel like you want to try to get it right this time?
Yeah, I think I'm doing something wrong somewhere. And with myself getting pregnant when I was